Well, with the opening ceremony for the Olympics a little more than a week away, Tokyo is now reporting its highest number of new COVID cases in 6 months. On Wednesday, they reported 1,149 new cases. Only 16% of Japanese people are fully vaccinated. Now, right now, the rules for the Olympics are no fans, no high fives, and now a new first. Winning athletes will have to put medals around their own necks. Something like 80% of all athletes and officials arriving in Tokyo have been vaccinated. Meanwhile, this afternoon, we are keeping a close eye on new reports of COVID-19 in our area. Today, Missouri added over 2,300 cases. That is the highest increase in confirmed daily cases since January 14th in Kansas, where more than 1,100 confirmed cases were added Wednesday. Now, that's their first update since Monday. And reports of the Delta variant are beginning to dominate new cases. The Kansas Health Department says that their state has more than 700 cases. The counties highlighted on your screen here have the most reported cases. Johnson and Wyandotte counties are included in this here. Now, Johnson County has 103 cases and Wyandotte has 55. Hospitalizations are the true marker of where things stand in the pandemic. At the University of Kansas Health System, they're up and doctors are concerned.
We know it was very concerning down in southwest Missouri and Springfield. Up here in the metro area, starting to get concerning as well with the number of cases, certainly increased from a few weeks ago with the 7-day rolling average. But more concerning is the hospitalizations, and Dr. Stites has been talking about that as being the bellwether.
At the health system, there are 37 patients with active infections. 9 of them are in the ICU. 4 are on ventilators. Of the patients hospitalized, 6 are vaccinated, but all 6 already had other significant health problems or comorbidities. Meanwhile, here are the very latest vaccination rates. In Johnson County, Kansas, half of the county's population is fully vaccinated. Meanwhile, Wyandotte County is only sitting at 32%. And then on the Missouri side, Clay County is also at 32% now. Jackson County and Kansas City, Missouri are both near 38%. Cass County, meanwhile, is at roughly 32% of fully vaccinated people. And U.S. health officials are sounding the alarm about the Delta variant. It's spreading fast, and it is now accounting for at least 58% of COVID-19 cases here in the U.S. ABC's Brina Roy has the latest.
Calls for more Americans to get vaccinated growing louder as the Delta variant races across the country. Angela Morris's 13-year-old daughter, Kaya, fighting the virus in the hospital.
I really want parents to know that getting your children vaccinated is obviously better than the situation we're in right now.
Some health experts say they're seeing more severe symptoms in children who test positive for the Delta variant, though data shows it's unclear if it's deadlier.
People who are unvaccinated are more likely to get severe symptoms and end up in the hospital. And what we're seeing now is that children are now more likely to be unvaccinated.
Utah has no mandatory COVID protocols in place. Officials there are now investigating COVID outbreaks at 10 different summer camps in 1 week.
It's just perhaps a glimpse of what's to come for the school year.
A troubling trend of new cases causing concern across the country, with positive tests rising nearly 87% since mid-June. In Los Angeles, cases are up 500% over the past month. Officials there say all patients hospitalized at county-run facilities are unvaccinated. Meantime, with Tennessee facing low vaccination rates, Memphis Children's Hospital will now require all staff members to get their shots. If not, they could face termination. Vaccine hesitancy still preventing many from doing so. This mother and son in North Carolina now doing their part to educate others after they both battled the virus in the hospital.
That it is not worth not taking the vaccine because of what it can do to your family.
In his first advisory to the American people, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a warning about health misinformation, saying it's an urgent threat to public health and puts lives at risk by scaring people out of getting their shots. If you or somebody you know needs help finding a vaccine that's close by you, just head to our website, KBC.com. We are committed to helping you find resources where you live. Just click the coronavirus tab.